All right, true mental call of peace to the kins and the friends and newcomers. We are back doing something a little different. So this will be part one of a different series, even though it's still relatable to what we were doing previous. This particular series is going to be called Drafting Noon Science into Genesis chapter 1. And we're going to go further as time goes on. So if you look at the description box, I took a quote from the nature books that is speaking about something that would take place on a greater frequency as more people awaken from the spell of religion. And we're just going to demonstrate that on a smaller level. And that's all I wanted to say. I'm your host, Juta Kina Noopooh, and tonight, we're going, like I said, we're going to have a different way we're going about it. And New Karu will take point and lead on it, and we'll do what we have to do after that. Thank you.
True peace, true peace. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm here to help take part in something that hasn't really been done. I don't think. Um, so we're gonna do a reconstruction to the Genesis chapter 1 with all three of us chiming in and bringing each verse to the forefront, unraveling everything that happened in those verses, because it's highly condensed, and there's a lot of activities happening in between. So we want to bring that out to light, bring that out to so everyone can see that AFROO and NoopooH was not playing when these books was written.
All right. True peace, everyone. I'm a NoopooH-Nature. Yes, this is going to be a great series based upon the fact that over the millennia, there's the book called the Bible has been tampered with, has been um using a lot of figurative language that has distorted the mind of millions and even billions of people. Because currently we have well over 1 to 2 billion people that follow Christianity, especially in the version of the King James Version. So many different sects of Christianity follow different versions of the Bible, whether it be 66 books, 72 books, 84 books, whether it be the Ethiopic Bible. Doesn't matter. The spell is still strong, regardless of the version it's in, regardless of the language it's in, regardless of who constructed it, reconstructed it, whatever the case may be, whether it be in the original version, which happened to be the Septuagint, brought forth by the Ptolemies. It doesn't matter which version of the Bible you have. It's a very strong spell that has a lot of people in a chokehold. So a science known as Noone, by way of AFROO, aka Amanubi Rakata, aka Nubi Ripu, who came to the planet, aka also Johnny Eugene Brown, who came to the planet to give us this knowledge to help to bring this particular science known as Christianity up to date in a more reasonable sense. Okay, so we this is what you're about to see partake. We are the ones that are have been chosen and given the task to help to rewrite the mystery, which just happens to be, as they say, my story, and history, which happens to be his story, but to rewrite this legendary book and bring it up to date to help those see everything from a reality and reason perspective. So once again, enjoy the show. My name is NoopooH-Nature, and I'll be assisting as well. Not as much as you will see in the other episodes, but where I'll sometimes take over for the whole show. But this one I'll be assisting from the background, and it'll be a beautiful thing to see. So enjoy.
All right, all right. So I'm just going to get into my zone. Excuse me, I haven't been here all week, and I'm just going to say one thing to the Noonie Bulls and everyone I think that's listening and watching right now. Um, I'm going to give you the most honors and holding down the fort every day, pounding out Leviathan, pounding them out, pounding it out, pounding it out. So it's an honor to be here again, and I had to change my schedule. I had to change my schedule for self because my health maintenance isn't all intact. So I had to get myself back in order. So I will be here on Saturdays, definitely though. All right.
We appreciate you for even being here, and yes, absolutely, you have to take care of your health first, because if you don't,
Hmm.
you won't even be here in a physical form.
Hmm.
So
It's urgent.
it's right.
Urgent came
So
through. When
take care of the
right,
business, and
my brother.
we need you on this. We need
I
you on
need
this
to be
mission.
here.
So
Yeah.
absolutely. So we
All right.
good.
I'm gonna share my screen up. Can you see the screen up here?
Not as yet.
All right. So we'll
Yeah.
start.
Now we
Well,
can
we'll
see it.
start with this. I had picked this. Well, I picked this Bible out of 7 that I asked GPT about. First, what I did was I took the Bible interpretations, book 1 and 2, and I pasted it all in GPT so it's updated. Then I said, we need a Bible. I did this about 2 months ago. I said we need a Bible that is in alignment with the nature Bible interpretation, AFROO's works, and it pulled up about 3 different Bibles. So I said, out of those
Hmm.
3, which one is the most in alignment with the information? And it picked this one. This was
Okay.
the Holy Bible, Old and New Testament, translated out of original tongues. Can you see it? Do I need to zoom in?
Yeah, we can see it.
Yeah. Spread it across the screen.
Okay. Do that a little bit. There we go. And revised by His Majesty's special command, appointed to read in churches, appointed to be read in churches.
Can you make it like bring it like in the middle of the screen and then kind of pull it to the side and make it expand?
I am. 'Cause I'm
Um,
gonna bring up another screen, but here.
oh, okay, cool. We just
Yeah.
need you to make it a little bigger though.
A little bigger. All right. Let me see if I can widen this up a little bit more. I'll
Let me
scroll.
see.
At least I can get it up to here. How about this?
Okay, I just gave you the whole screen too. So all right,
Okay. All right. These these are the chapters and everything. So this is what we'll be working with. We'll be working with this here. And we'll start with John chapter 1 because this is where everything is most happening. And I'm just going to pull up our legal assistant. And we'll do everything live. Some of the stuff is a little bit pre-typed, but not all of it. Start with this one. I'm going to use 2. They're a little bit slow too. I've been working with them. All right. All right. Next is something else. I need to get to my Let's see what, oh, I can get it from here. I have a couple screens open, so I'll be bouncing from screen to screen. And all I did was
And
hit
we
this.
trying to, and I'm gonna keep up with the time. We're gonna go like we try to stay within an hour to 30, 40
Okay.
minutes. So we already 10 minutes in. Just I'll just periodically let you know that.
Okay.
So we can kind of time
We'll get as much as we can for this one, then we'll come back to it where we leave off. So this is a blank document here. All right, so we'll start with chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. What I'll do is we'll put it as a header up here first. All right. So what do you think next? I have a.
So
Go ahead.
are we plugging chapter 1 into the chat GPT, or like how are
We'll
we
start
doing
with the
this?
GPT as a framework, and then we'll come hop into it. So I was thinking about, I have something here that I can use to start it up with.
Well, so here's my suggestion, because in the nature books, that first verse is actually in the nature books. AFROO, the first verse is actually in the
Where the
beginning,
sons.
where the sons and the sons are with and the sons were with nature, and the sons are nature. So but I'm curious to see what ChatGPT would say
All
first.
right, so I'm gonna pull up this. I think this is it right
right.
here.
Yeah. So we're doing. It look like it makes sense to do verse for verse because
So
if
we're
you
gonna
do
start here. We're gonna plug in.
And for those out there that might be thinking, why would Noonieboos be using ChatGPT to help put something like this together? The simple answer is that we must be able to use the available tools that are with us, especially because we are what you would call pressed for time, right? And pressed for time meaning that we are up against a time scale of a 60-year window, or a 60-year cycle with after the moon cycle, in which the cataclysm is set to be here. And what happened is that because there aren't a lot of minds that are awakened at this particular point in time, technology has to step in to help speed up that process that was supposed to be done by a lot of minds that were supposed to be awakened. And because a lot of time was lost due to the moon cycle and due to the dragging and the lagging and the destruction of so many minds, we have to use the technology to basically peruse through a lot of books that would help us to get to the answers faster. It doesn't mean that the chat GPT is giving us the answers. It's helping us locate the answers faster, as opposed to a human that would have to look and peruse through a 800 or 900 page book, or a series like the Vedas, like you guys saw the other night, where we would have to read through the Vedas in such a fast time. But ChatGPT is able to read through the Vedas in record speeds that we would never see before.
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? It will be able to read through the
Yes.
Para-Amharu, which is a long series of hieroglyphs. But these are jobs that were supposed to be done by people who already had been awakened by noon. But unfortunately,
Mhm.
that isn't the case. So what you're seeing is us using the chat GPT to do that. But the reasonability is still done by us. The corrections, as you saw the other night, where I would have to make corrections to the chat GPT. I would have to use my own reasonability with the chat GPT in order for it to be brought up to date and it to be trained and learned by us. So you're watching us train and learn the GPT, right? At the same time, plugging in instances where we're able to use the GPT in a way where it can help us reconstruct these particular things. So as more and more people come along, will the less and less of this technology that we have to use. Okay, so that's the reason why we're using the chat GPT.
Right. And they made it. You go ahead and revert it. You know, use it up,
Mm-hmm.
blow it up. All right.
Absolutely.
So this is one we can rock with first. So Genesis 1, we could read it. In functional law, Genesis 1 has been severely distorted. The King James Version presents the idea that a singular personality named God suddenly created the heaven and earth from nothing. This is NoopooH-Nature overlay compressing a lawful cosmic sequence 72 million years into a mystical moment. The public teaching falsely implies divine spontaneity,
Wait, hold on. Where is it from?
spon,
It's supposed
spontaneity,
spontaneity.
instant creation, hiding the 18 million year origination quarter, which begins at 3 South and Smash Circle. The actual actors were not mystical brain newts, the origin units of mind. These newts transmitted reason through NoopooH, forming suns, the true stars, or living brains, as those suns originated the star field heaven and projected their reason into forming earth, the female vessel function. This all unfolded by lawful stages, not by belief or personality or magic. Distortion. Personality, deity, God with super spontaneous power to create from nothing. Governing governing entity, false. Leviathan via NoopooH programming. This is giving you the entities, which entities are governing this first verse that's
Mm-hmm.
distorted it. The cycle phase, 3 South, origination quartered, SMAT circle, the marker. Here's more. In Genesis 1.1, in the beginning, God created the heaven and earth. In the origination phase, the universe, the brains, by motion of mind and transmission of reason through the lawful channel called NoopooH, activated the living suns, the true stars. These suns emanated reason, light, and structure what is now called heaven, the star field. Simultaneously, Earths, Earths were formed not as random dirt balls, but as female vessels, functions meant to receive and host life. The whole process was not a sudden, but unfolded over 18 million years, marking the first quarter of the cosmic cycle. There was no act of creation out of nothing. It was measured con- con- condensation and structuring of matter, energy, and time into the functional system of life. Here's some more points. Heaven equals star field originated by the suns. Earth equals
Organized.
organized by the sun, by suns, radiant brains. Earth, female planetary vessel seated by reason. NoopooH, lawful mind channel, not mystical spirit. SMAP position 3 south, beginning origination quarter. Vessel class 9 ether.
I don't want to cut you while you're doing that, but that's one correction that the Chat GPT has to make. The origination is not where 3 south is. That's actually the gestational period. The origination cycle is quarter 1, which is starting at 6 east going up to 9 north, and then the dorigination cycle is from 9 north to 6 west, and the evolutionary cycle is from 6 west to 3 south.
Okay.
So the first cycle as the universe begins is called the gestation, but after that it's actually called the revolutionary cycle.
Right. Let me show you where it pulled that from.
Meaning,
I know what you're talking about. That's in book 3.
mm-hmm.
Let me see if I can find it. Because it may have clarification, because I know it got it from there. Hold on. We're talking about. I know. Here we go. Wait, no. Yep. Here we go. Gestation.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's seen this 3 south, 6 east. Originations here. I think it's seen it somewhere else.
And then you see the circle under it is the revolutionary cycle. So the first ever cycle to be created, it was the gestation. And then after that cycle, it became the revolution cycle because it had to undo what evolution had done.
Okay.
So yeah. So just Chat GPT would just have to be taught that the first cycle is actually the gestation cycle, and then after that it's the revolution cycle.
Let's do that now.
But the origination cycle actually starts at 6 east.
All right. Origination 6 east. All right, that's what we're here to do. So we're gonna, before we get it over here, we need to get it fixed over here. So where were we? This was at, we have to find right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is it. Okay. All right. Give me a few.
So all you got to do is tell ChatGPT 3 south is on the first cycle. The first, as creation is beginning, it would be the gestation cycle.
I know. I have to formulate it. Give me a few.
Mm-hmm. So what you all are seeing is right now is us laying the foundation so that ChatGPT won't make mistakes as time
It
moves
learns.
on.
Yeah. What it has to do. Well, this is every copy. Like, you have one and Tar has one, and like your version, when you see it, that's where you make the corrections. Because I'm doing this for now, this is going to be for this document. because I know next time it'll
Mm-hmm.
probably stumble up like that again. But when it
Mm-hmm.
does, you just make the correction. You just go in there and type it out when you're doing your
Correct.
research, right? When you're doing your research, you make the corrections. But for something like this, we make the this is it here, so we'll make the corrections here, and then we'll put it into the main document where it won't be changed.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be in solid. So, and then we'll upload it back into it. That's what you do. You
Right.
upload it back into the GPT. Now it has the corrections. All right,
Mm-hmm.
make corrections. All right, begins at origination quarter of the smash circle begins at 6 east, right? Is that what we're saying? Yeah. All right.
Correct.
All right. All right.
Mm-hmm.
It says acknowledged. Now it's going to rewrite it. Sometimes it doesn't rewrite it. You have to tell it, or just just for next time, it'll know it for next time. But let's see. Um,
But just also make sure you let it know that at 3 South is where the gestation begins and the growth process of the
right,
universe.
right. I think it got that because it's but let me just make sure. At 6 east. All right, let's go back up. Let's go back up. Functional laws has been heavily distorted by King James Version claims a single being called God created. This is not even a template I wanted to grab. This is distortion higher than 18 million quarter. Origination. Okay, all right, yeah, let's go ahead and do. So right here, aONOO.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever you want to add on, it hit this little pencil right here. So you can go back to that prompt. So what we were saying south, we were saying, what did you say?
3 South is the
Yeah.
gestational period. Actually, let me reword that. 3 South on the first cycle from 3. So, all right. So I'm going to say it and maybe you could help word it as well.
It'll pick it
So
up. It'll
from
pick it
3
up.
South to 6 East on the first cycle as the universes are being gestated, that first cycle is the gestation period. After the first 72 million years and the second 72 million years comes along, that cycle is now the revolutionary cycle. And from 6 East to 9 North is the origination quarter.
Okay.
So I don't know how we want to word that, but that's
I'm
what.
going to put it. We'll keep narrowing it down. First of all, just put here. 0.3 south is the gestational. Just we'll put it here and see what it does.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, a singular personality called God created the heaven and earth in truth, lawful sequence begins in the gestation quarter to be south. Our brain news activate these units reason. Minor reason. The operation moves into 6 east. All right, so it says here at the sequence as the sequence unfolds, the operation moves into 6 east, the first point of origination quarter, where substance and law begins to take form.
It says as operation. Hold on, let me see. As sequence unfolds, operation moves into 6 East. The first point of origination quarter. Got you. Where substance and law begin to take. Well, substance and law begins to take form way before that.
Yeah, that's I
But
mean that would be at 3 South. That would be at 3 South. Yeah.
right, because matter starts to take form in the this gestation
Yeah.
period. And all the laws of nature are active at all times, even in the chaos
Mm-hmm.
circle.
Yeah, it's vibrating. All right, let's see here. This is a program spell designed to conceal lawful origination. The true operation begins not with a divine personality, but with brain news activating within 3 South of the gestation quarters mat circle. It is here, not at 6 East, that the substance and law begin to take form, okay, within total darkness governed by reason.
Mm-hmm.
The process is gradual, not instant. The sun's true stars not created. They are grown by reason through NoopooH, becoming radiant brains that establish the star field, heaven. Earths are not spoken into existence. They are structured as female vessels to host life, developed from the charge of the suns. Okay, now let me grab another prompt that I had.
Okay.
This is, but we're gonna. Where is it? I mean, I had it like forever. Now it's just misted in with 1,000 other prompts. I gotta grab it real quick. Should have been my first one too. I don't know why it's not here. That one. All right, let's see. Is this it? All right, so yeah, I did. I find one. So I'm gonna take that same verse. We're gonna go back to the chapter here, but now I can just take it from here. Now I can take it from here. This is gonna bug you out. Yeah, this is gonna reveal a lot of. Oh, where is it? I'll share all these prompts. All right, so we have the verse here again. Now it's going to render it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
The gestation quarter 3 South, the SMAT circle water, the brain newts, the lawful origin units of consciousness transmitted through NoopooH, lawful channel growth and instruction. They initiated process of energetic and atomic separation, imparting functional logic into cosmic tantrum. So no, I can't. Yeah, that's a heavy one.
Oh, where you reading from again? My bad, because I didn't catch. Substratum.
Substratum. Through this process, sun's radiant brains condense from energetic matter fields organizing the star field heaven. Simultaneously, Earth formed gradually as functional receivers of solar reason. NoopooH governed the distribution of substance, timing, and boundaries, not by flat, but by
Fiat.
absolute fiat, not by
Fiat.
fiat, but by absolute law of matter, space, and time. My bad, my reading is off the chain right now.
Nah, it's all good. I had a
All right.
couple of hiccups myself the other day.
So right here, number 4 is given a Bible rendering using Noone template style. In the gestation quarter of the lawful origination, the brain newts by mind and reason through NoopooH structured the suns to radiate order and position Earth as functional vessels for life. By the lawful process of separation, condensation, and organization in accord with the absolute law of nature.
It should say laws instead of
Laws of
law. There's
nature.
not one law of nature.
So what do you think? There's
I don't know if that matters now, but I think it should say laws of nature, plural, because there's many different laws that, have different functions and things of that nature. I don't want it thinking it's just one law.
right. We can do that. I'm looking for still this one. Yeah, let's pop this in here. I'll pop another one here.
Mm-hmm.
In a gestation phase of the universal cycle, brain newts functioning as cosmic origin units of mind, activated
Mm-hmm.
reason, and
Mm-hmm.
transmitted it through NoopooH, the lawful instruction channel. This reason directed plasma fields to condense into radiant suns, plasma brains, which structured the star in order radiated from the sun. From these suns began organizing planetary matter, initiating the
Mm-hmm.
formation of proto-Earths, female vessels, through gravitational
Mm-hmm.
binding, elemental separation, and thermodynamic cooling. You're pretty accurate now. That one stands out.
Mm-hmm.
In plain language, this verse is really describing how the universe started forming stars and planets. Suns, suns
Correct.
form first, and from their radiation, Earth-like planets were built slowly, using laws of energy, heat, and matter, not magic. And then over here it gives you more
Mm-hmm.
scientific. Universe entered formation phase. High energy plasma began to cool and stratify. Sun
Mm-hmm.
stars formed first, initiating gravitational fields. The radiation caused protoplanets to begin forming an acceleration of condensed matter. Time frame approximately 18 million years for a full gestation of structured heaven and earth. Hydrogen,
Mm-hmm.
helium, these formed the stars using fission. Carbon, oxygen, nitrogen formed the stellar reactions. Iron, nickel, these are the spirits, these are the gods. Um, Zinc, these are the spirit gods, right?
Which ones? The
These the
No,
the,
those
the,
are just the
the
elements. The
elements.
spirit. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. The spirit gods are various elements that are combined together to form what we would call hormones, right? But what we would call uh what's the correct hormone? The steroid hormones. Hormones are basically the hormones that make you male, make a
Testosterone.
female. right, testosterone, estrogen, progesterone,
Mm,
things of that nature. Those are what make us who we are, but it's a little bit more that goes into it.
oh yeah,
That allows our personalities to be our personalities, because they also have their own genetic structure in which it pulls from your lineage. So your DNA mixed with the progesterone or the testosterone is combined to make the spirit God who resides within you. Okay,
right,
so
yeah.
it's a lot that goes into it, but as far as just those elements, no, the elements are not the spirit gods
These are just the
themselves.
physical elements that make, yeah.
Correct.
So
Hmm.
lower domain, liquid, dense phase, water, sodium, magnesium. All right, so let me go. So what do you think about this being uh
No, I mean it's just basically laying down the foundation of the elements that were created at the beginning, because yes, after, you know, there's a period um in which the universes are being formulated. That period, it takes about it takes about uh I forgot
we
how
could look it
long
up.
exactly it takes, but all elements have to be created first before things could be put into order, which means that matter had to replace get antimatter out the way. So matter and antimatter had to be separated, and Nupu does that in the beginning. So it should have read from the introduction to the Nature book 2 that matter and antimatter had to be separated, because Nupu picks the best quality matter at that time, and the best quality matter has to be the elements that are available
At that
at that particular
yeah,
point in
right,
time.
right. Uh
Okay.
let's look that up. Let's go and because we can may pick that up. It's in which book? Um is it the BIAE? No, it's not Nature book.
No, it's the introduction to Nature book 2.
Nature 2. Okay. Let's go. So I have a few of the chapters already broken up. We got the chapter,
Hold on, I'll tell you real quick.
stars, satellites.
I'll look for it on my
Is it
end. Hold on. Yeah,
we're
it
talking
should
about
be it should be in the stars,
stars.
in the star formation one with the hold on, I'll tell you real quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
pop it in
right.
here anyway. What I usually do for this, I'll just and you can do this too when
Mm-hmm.
you I'll send you these documents so you have them. You can copy and paste it into the GPT. Just this is how
Mm-hmm.
you give it its beef, give it specific, so it doesn't go too far out.
So yeah, so if it's in, hold on, it's in the universes of nature by
Okay,
reason.
let me get this out of here then.
So yeah, just to remind, you know, those who are watching and will see this later, this is exactly how to be when people are trying to, you know, bring the information uh, into Noon, or Noon bringing itself into the information. Those who are learned and whatever they following will be able to make the transition. Of course, remember everything we've been doing the last couple of days since August the 9th is adding the updated scientific terms to take it from storytelling to actual, modernized terms for ancient transmissions. So the story it won't disappear. It'll just become what it's supposed to be. Because if you look at today's world, those people who are in those positions of education, how they learn is how to take what they learn in those higher institutions and try to water it down for people to understand what they've learned. So in this case, Noone is going to do the opposite. Noone is going to bring the information and upgrade it so the people can stop talking like they 3 and 4-year-olds, because that's what religion has done, is that it's condensed, edited, and combined so many things into singular forms. This is what we have to do. So that's why it's going to be tedious. But once other things get moved out the way, all this diversion, whether it's playing games all day or doing other things, it'll give people something to do with their time, where you'll have a bunch of people will be able to comb through the books themselves, depending on where they at around the world, and upgrade their stories. Because that's all it was. It just fell behind due to the fact that religion wasn't designed to stay with the times. Only for a little while, but eventually it started lagging. And this is why you have so many revised versions of these books to sound like people talk in the time zone that they're in.
Indeed, indeed.
All right, so we got that in there now.
We have it in there. I'm looking for the paragraph now.
Which
The
one?
paragraph where AFROO talks about we were just there. Pull it up. Gestation. In the gestation quarter, 0.3 south smash circle order, brain newts of absolute nature activate by cycle, season, and reason. Transmitted through NoopooH, they initiate the impregnation of matter. Oh, that's where we were going. We were looking up the matter, impregnate. They initiate the impregnation of matter under lawful conditions. Darkness, wetness, warmth, right? The right conditions, right? And the right material matter. From this, the blackness of vacuum becomes a germinating field, forming opposing gas clouds that collide and create vast vacuum holes. These join into a colossal black ball vacuum hole into which the highest quality matter moves to form the brain core of an alpha star. All right. This process sets off the chain
That
reaction.
needed to be
Yeah,
in there.
that's all. That's what we need to do. Okay. But so how are we formatting this book? Are we writing this? Are we rewriting it with commentary? Is that what we're doing? Okay,
No,
so we need two. We need
no.
two
So
versions.
what we're doing is we're correcting the chat so that moving forward, it knows, or it should know moving forward, that in the beginning, right, it was the gestational period, just like any other. So the first thing it should know is that it started from what you would call what we it's called a primordial fireball, right? So that's in the non-ball. So it's like a primordial flame. That primordial flame just happens to be what you would call frequencies that combine, which is nine ether. Nine ether was a young flame, and that flame set off the trigger that the universes were being born. And but from there was a gestational period that took a very long time. So I think in the nature books it says it takes about 999 years for it to get from one step all the way to actual creation of the actual creation of the planets takes 990 years. It takes 990 years. The other 9 years is for when the first pygmy gods are born, but we're not there yet as far as the
No,
first
that's all
pygmy
good.
gods.
It's all good. All right. So first, let's first go into the let's go into 9-ball count. I think you're talking about 9-ball two. I think it's two. Let's see. Oh, come on, Adobe. I'm not playing with you right now. Hey, like, this is stupid, man. All
Gotta
of
pay to
they
play.
yeah, the Leviathans all do it, man. Just running right through your pockets, everything. Um,
Can't dodge it.
this is 6. Um, we I think we're at 9. You remember we're
Hold
in
on. I gotta pull it up
9-ball.
for you. Hold
I just want to bring that into this conversation.
on.
Uh, yeah, we can be here all night. We'll break day. Me and Anu. Now,
Yeah,
me
but
and you
it's
have to probably go on the side and tar and I
nah. I
mean,
mean, this is just laying the
and it's
foundation. This
live,
is
you know.
this is part of it.
Right.
Nah, it's done live for a reason, but this is just laying the foundation. Oh,
Oh, I'm in 9 now.
it might be fireball or fire. It might be that. Hold on, let me see. Spontaneous
Fine.
fire. So it's in non-ball book 1, page 17.
17.
No,
Number
number
E.
E. Hit me number E, letter E.
E. All right. Which book number?
That's the same one, yeah. E. Just go to E, book 1, yeah.
Okay. Oh, come on. It doesn't let me. Give me a sec. Yeah, I don't need you. Give me a sec. Okay. I'm just going to grab it from here. 34, 35. My screens be a mess.
Nah, it's all good. This is just laying the foundation so when we move on, we gotta understand that creation is the most important part
Yeah, yeah.
to this whole thing.
Chapter 1. Everything needs to go into this.
Right. It has to be in sequence.
In a gestation quarter 3 south, the smash circle of order brain newts of matter became active by cycle, season, and reason. So NoopooH, the law for channel organization. Chaos matter was impregnated, producing vacuum ball holes in the hydrosphere. Infinite nature from these clear vacuums, alpha stars condensed into radiant brains, forming colossal nebulas. There we go. It says from these, even this, look at this. We can just do this here. I'm just going to play around. Oh, my bad. No. When chaotic clouds of opposite gases and chemicals clash like thunderclouds, the collisions are explosive. These explosions push matters outward, leaving behind vast, clear spaces, enormous vacuums. Multiple vacuum holes then merge together into a colossal central void. This is not nothingness but a prepared womb, prepared womb space emptied of dense matter so brain roots can seed orderly growth. Alpha star. Cause and what we're showing, what we're showing is that
that
it's
Genesis is
nature
not just God did it and that's it.
in a blink of an eye. That's the spell. And that's even if you don't even believe in it, even if you don't even consider it's a part of the society, and that spirit Leviathan is getting at you subconsciously. Like you don't even have to, it's moon worship, right? It's moon worship faking to be sun worship.
That's
It's
right.
the mimic is so, once you read the AFROO's books, you're gonna be Neo in the Matrix because you see right through, and that's why it's too much. It's powerful. It's the most powerful thing right now going on. It's like it's always been about you, and when you get this here and you start to see it, NoopooH is inside of you. It's always been about you, and now you're
This is
coming out
about
with
being
this thing.
this is about being re-educated.
Right. The self, the real self. That other self, like, oh, I'm learning about self, and no, that self, you're not learning about self. You learn about something else. This here is the true self of learning of reason and how the universe comes together and how your mind comes together the same way. It's the same thing. The heaven, star fields, the suns, consolidations, galaxies, universes, distortion, heaven, and mystical sky realm. See, this here is the spell. Earth, one singular planet made by God, making something from nothing. But let's, all right, so this right here, we can put over here. This would be in the gestation quarter or the smash circle of order. But if you want to put it shortly, it's like the universes grew naturally from chaos when the time was right.
That's right.
Pretty much. Matter, or it's so simple. It's like matter organized itself into stars and planets through laws of energy and reason, not by a divine personality. I had another one that had it in the spell version. I can't find the I'm looking for it. It puts, like, what it does, it puts spelling it wrong, right? Yeah. I had another one that does this. So they can see the spell.
Mm-hmm.
And then right under it, we have the placeholder or whatever you want to use for right now.
Mm.
We put it right here. In the beginning, Leviathan created heaven and earth. Gestations, all right? And then where is it? I have to find it. Give me like 2 seconds. I need it because that's something I had. I said I was going to use it, and now it's not here. And I know it's here. Oh, here's one. This one is like a question and answer type. Like a question and answer type if I could find it. Also, what I'll do is I'm just going to take the verse. Actually, I'm just going to take the verse
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna pop it in right before the template, right before the prompt, so it knows to pick up that, and it's gonna run through these series of Q&A. And you could do this too with yours. Everyone could do this same thing. And I would suggest doing that and having it like on. See, I have them in. Oops. I have them in. I have them in Notepad. So I have it do it. I don't make it. I have the GPT make them.
Got you.
And then I'll put them in Notepad because it knows what to say. It knows how to put the prompt. Because I'll ask
Mm-hmm.
a basic question, but I'm not really getting at the question I'm really asking. Like I'm thinking I'm asking the question, but it's not being asked correctly in the GPT. So I'd say
Mm.
I need a prompt. I need a prompt that's going to ask this question. It'll make a the question like what? All right, so
Mm.
this right here is working it. Look, it's working Quranic citations. All right, it took a minute for that one to spit out. All right, so this one's, is this an allegory? How does it play out today? This phrasing is an inversion used to expose the overlay Leviathan, names the governance program that replaces lawful function with the personality story. The lawful record is brain newts, mind, reason, NoopooH, function. The overlay swaps that chain for a single named agent who creates instantly.
Mm-hmm.
We're skipping this whole process here. Today's manifestation, rebranding of natural processes as miracles, compression of multi-million year cycles into a moment, time
Mm-hmm.
laundering. I said time laundering.
Mm-hmm.
Dependence on
It's
personality.
disrespectful to time the way that the Bible, what
Hmm.
you call it, puts it.
Hmm. Big time. It cuts us completely out. Do these verses refer to the first, second, third creation? They refer to the first creation period, gestation quarter at 3 south, where substance and law begin to take form, running forward towards 6 east, the start of origination quarter. Duration 18 million years for this quarter, within each match degree, 100,000 years. Only 1 degree exists at a time. According to AFROO, BIE, 9-ball, Introduction to Nature, were there 9 ether beings on Jipu during this time? Answer, no. These are general questions, so it asks like questions, yes or no.
Mm-hmm.
No physical 9 ether beings on Jipu yet. During gestation, early origination, Earth is still structuring. 9
That's
ether
right.
is the mental power that complete gas and complete gas chemical force that grows universes and suns.
Mm-hmm.
Then reproduce planets, reproduce satellites. Nine ether beings are therefore solar intelligence alive, not yet embodied.
Mm-hmm.
that's,
Mm-hmm.
that's when we, whew, boy, we had a low point right now. Misaligned and all craziness. Human vessel presence follows after sun system stabilization, planetary crusting, atmosphere, ocean, and life support. Okay. Is this a literal event? Please elaborate on the allegory. If not, not literal. Leviathan created is an allegorical inversion. The the functional event is brain news active at 3 south. Reason transmits to NoopooH. Opposite gas clouds clash, clear vacuums, black ball holes. It's telling you the exactual event. Colossal nebulas. Um, who is who is who here, and which cycle epoch is this? Plain language. Leviathan, the overlay program that turns a measured process into a personality story. Brain News, the original mind. So he's giving like the actors. NoopooH,
Mm-hmm.
the channel that carries reason into formation. Heaven, the star field organized by living suns. Earth, a female vessel. Nine suns, intelligence, principal solar controllers with the reason stream of a system. Nine marking the law number of the highest order. That's the 9 suns. Epoch, gestation at 3 south, moving towards 6 east. Expose the spell of amnesia. Time compression. There it is. That's the first spell. 18 million years, one sentence.
Yeah, that's why it can't be. It can't be just that. That's that's what I was saying. It just can't be just one thing. What the yeah, the what we could say is in the beginning with the sons, and the sons, are with nature, and the sons are nature. So
Mhm.
that would be fitting for what is supposed to be there. But
Sums it up. Yeah.
we're doing this correction just to see what ChatGPT comes up with.
Uh, let's see. Where in the Torah can the base verse be found? How did it pass into the Bible? It gives you a location for the Torah in its language, or its
Yes.
C standard Hebrew transmission. King James renders it in the beginning, so it gives you some history on it. In the Quran, bottom line, this line, Leviathan created is a mirror that lets us see the overlay, the lawful event in gestation 3 south, beginning at 18 million years, sequence in which suns, radiant brains, and their star fields form. So this is one rendition right here too. And so we're good. I mean, Tara, what do you think?
Yeah, man, it's like I said before, it's a lot of work. But doing this, like it's another form. It's we had to go this route, like Anoop said, because a lot of people are still asleep. The negative force, because we're on the 79th term, we're in the bottom zone. Negativity is increasing, and people are more possessed and distracted more than ever. They don't have the know-how or the knowledge of how to work against their personal spirit that's being enhanced by the vehicle. And so we have to kind of like show them that we teach them AI versus actual having living people, because they so caught up under other individuals who are way less intelligent and have no clue, got the most loyalty. And so this is just showing you where we at, but we dedicated and obligated. So that's what we're doing. We're using this as a tool, at the same time showing them that the work had to be done. You know, no matter what time it is. Like, we're not being distracted by this so-called, it's supposed to be a new strand of the COVID out here. My barber was telling me that today. And the aliens allegedly that's supposed to be coming in November and jumped it up to 2 weeks now. Trump been going crazy, DC, black people being targeted. I mean, all that's to distract you, on top of everything else with the New World Order been taking over 30 years to get in place. We still kicking them. Everybody else is distracted, losing their jobs. Now, I was looking on the news feed. Now they got these individuals going to schools in kindergarten and all these other places, and having the teachers point out the kids that they think that not gonna make it, so they can start putting them out of school. And what this does is make it easier for them to know who they're gonna arrest. Because before, the prisons waited and studied when the kids get into 3rd grade. And from the 3rd grade, they determine how many prisons they're gonna build or make room for. And this is why they can tell you, based off of the miseducation, they can project in the future of the graduating class and this and that and the third. And so now I see a lot of people online complaining about that. So sometimes I go in the comments, I said, well, because they say how insane this is and this and that. It's like, y'all forgot this is what they've been doing before the civil rights, you know. But our folks wanted to integrate. So you to blame. Now you know, y'all act like this stuff hasn't been here. But that's the power of Leviathan. And this is why the episodes we're doing so far is explaining the powers from that book. That's why the Bible interpretation tells you that the spell casted upon Ethiopians worldwide has been through the Bible and Leviathan. And so those two things make sense. And when you understand that the fact that the Bible is operating not just in a church, they have the Bible operating in politics, the Bible and its subsidiaries are operating in schools. I was just talking to somebody about this last week. I said, if you celebrating Christmas, which is in school, they give you holidays off for Easter and all this stuff like that. I said, that's the power of religion, because everybody in school isn't following that. But because you went to school, by proxy, you got to follow that. And so that means you're being controlled when you go home for a week or two, or they give you a day off or 2 days off for Columbus Day. All this old stuff is Christianity. You're being controlled. And that's just the political, scholastic stuff. This not even dealing with the what AONOO so wonderfully broke down in part 8, about how Leviathan is working through the elements, the aurora borealis, and the aurora borealis is funny, is shaped like a snake. When you look at it.
Yeah, yeah. See?
So it's the serpent is everywhere. And that's
Everywhere.
why we're fighting so hard to let people know that even in their own Bible, in Revelation 12, they tell you that the devil, which is Leviathan, it didn't just fool the whole world, is bathing the whole world in his energy, in his frequencies, in its, and it created physical manifestation of itself. And this is why people mistakenly call the devil physical, because they see in the manifestation but not really understanding, and the scientific aspect has to be done. Why? Because those terms exist today. We can't just keep using ancient terms by themselves. You have to say, yeah, in ancient Kemet, this was called this, but in mundane science, this is called this.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the, go ahead.
I'm not. I'm my bad. I'm supposed to have been on mute.
Yeah, you good, but I just wanted to, I'm just kind of commenting. I know I didn't answer it right away, but this is going to be drawn out, like AONOO said, to just lay the foundation. It's tedious work. It's not
This is how our ancients did it when they were in the
Right.
rooms,
Exactly. I was thinking that
So
earlier.
we are doing it. Yeah, we are doing what our ancestors did when the people not necessarily were ignorant, but they had to create situations and circumstances actually for us so that they could lead a paper trail or like a crumb trail so that we could receive the knowledge the way that we're supposed to receive it. So what you're seeing is us at the first. This is actually where the first the gestation period was taking place, in which now we are doing the gestational period for others, because we already have the knowledge and the information, but we're seeding the gestation now for them through their science that they follow. And those that are able to come to their mind or come to their senses are going to say, wow, yeah, our books were laced with spells, but now the spell is being broken by reason to show you that the words that were given to you were spellbinding you. But here's a gift of reality and reason. Do what you will with it,
all right.
and that's all it
We
is.
at 1:20 minutes. We at an hour and 20 minutes, so you got like maybe roughly 30 minutes left to do your thing.
Okay. We just getting the verse 1 pretty much lined up, and the spell,
Which is the most important part of the Bible,
yeah,
by the way.
the spell has it as, and Leviathan called the light day, and the darkness he called night, and the evening and the morning were the first day. Oh no,
So we passed the
I'm
first.
at the wrong I'm at the wrong chapter.
Yeah, I was about to say
I'm at the
we
wrong
still gotta
chapter.
do
Hold on.
verse 1.
Hold up. Where is this chapter?
We still at verse 1. We gotta see what ChatGPT came up with as far as verse 1 is concerned.
Well, right here, this is it. What we have so far. I'm going to plug this up in here again.
Okay, so this is verse 1 in the gestation.
In the gestation, yes, yes. I'm going to hang on one sec. I'll blow it up a little bit.
But this is more noon though. we gotta put this in a Christian context.
Okay,
We can't. We can't. Yeah,
I have it. I have it.
We can't.
I have a Christian
Oh, okay.
context. Where is that? We're getting there right now. This is the wrong one though.
Because if we just use that, that would just be us taking what Noone has and just placing it in the Bible. But we have to draft Noone into it, not take Noone and put Noone, where to replace it. Because we can't replace it. And what we could do is take that same first verse that AFROO put, and then let ChatGPT build from there. So the first verse, we can keep it as pure as it is in Noone, which is, let's go to the real quick. But I wanted to make sure that we laid the foundation as far as creation is concerned within the Bible. But let's go to the front of Nature Book 1,
And grab.
Nature of
You want to
Nature Book
grab that?
1,
You want to grab the?
and grab the quote
Yeah.
in the beginning, and then tell ChatGPT, this will be the first verse, then we will build from here. So then we could go on to verse 2 and whatever else we need to go on from. But the creation aspect had to be tied down first.
I'm looking for. Let's see if this is it. It's not weird, I think.
All right. So as Nukaru is building um that prompt with the chat GPT, give some commentary while doing that. Um Also, it's very important for us to understand that the foundation has to be solid. If the foundation isn't solid, then the whole structure will break. So we don't want to create a foundation in which it would eventually break. So this is why I'm making it so important to make sure that we tie this down first. Has to be tied down first. But after this first episode, things will move much quicker.
We'll work our hardest to make it to make it go faster.
No, it will work much quicker. Trust me, it will, because the foundation just had to be every time the foundation is laid for something, it's always very. You got to remember, creation is much more orderly than destruction. It is very harder to create something as opposed to destroying it. You can destroy something in seconds as opposed to creating it in however long it takes to create it. It's not the snap of a finger. You see, the problem with the Bible is that they think it's a snap of a finger for creation. You understand? And then destruction takes so long. Look at how long the book of Revelations is taken to complete. But yet, creation in the Bible is 1, 2, 3. God did it. Let's move on.
Yeah. Yep, they do it.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't happen in that sequence.
All right, so we have in the gestation of cycles, the brain newts by reason, the NoopooH impregnated matter within the hydrosphere of infinite nature, forming alpha stars and nebulas, the suns who grew universes into order. For in the beginning were the suns, and the suns were with nature, and the suns are nature, and the suns, the true stars of the gods who grew absolute universe, absolute nature, and universe order. So this is plotting it as the main verse right here.
All right. So no, let's cut that whole part out and just leave the sun, what you call it, in the beginning were the suns. We're just gonna just tell ChatGPT for now. We're gonna just use in the beginning were the suns, and the suns are with nature, and the suns are nature, and the suns are true stars, the gods of what you call it. So yeah, we're gonna just use the in the beginning. Not to weave it in, just tell it that's what we're gonna use. That's it. Simple. Now we could move on to verse 2 because we made all the corrections we needed to make.
All right, I'm gonna put it right here then.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is
Now, real quick, we're gonna see what verse 2 would be.
all right.
Now we can ask ChatGPT to give us verse 2.
All right, let me see. What's this here?
Now it could give us all that scientific jargon.
Let's see. And Earth was outformed. Okay. All right. At the early gestation quarter, a smack circle of water, proto-Earth existed as unshaped matter, suspended with hydrosphere of absolute nature.
No. Tell it to write it as if it was a Christian.
To write it as a
so it has to be. It can't be. See, if a Christian is reading that, they
Oh
would know
no, this is not the verse. This is a breakdown decode. This is a decode for us.
Oh, my
yeah,
bad.
this is us.
My bad.
Yeah.
My bad. Okay.
I'm just reading about this is of what's happening in the background. The verse right here is restored verse. This is the one. See, it says upgraded Bible insertion. So it's already it's already given. So and the earth body was what it's doing is matching up the whatever this is here.
Got you. Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. I wanted to do to put it in like a Christian.
That's what this is doing right here. Well, if you want to make it more,
got you.
I don't want to make it too religious because it'll sound too story like. Right?
No.
Yeah,
We're not.
yeah, okay.
Right.
So.
And this should be the Earth's body. It, like, you know, you put apostrophe S, but it's saying the Earth
Yeah,
body.
it's saying because you know what it's doing. It's giving you function.
Right.
So the Earth body. Okay, but we'll put the Earth's body. Is that without form, suspended
Mm-hmm.
void, deep hydrosphere, in darkness, markets latent state.
And the suns,
Movies upon the waters to begin gestation.
We got like
This is for the
you
spirit of
have
God.
to
It's saying for
change.
the spirit of God is replacing spirit of God for the brain roots.
Sounds good. That's actually
Movie.
perfect. But instead of waters, that should be frequencies. It should be move 9 reason upon the frequencies to begin
Okay.
gestation.
All right. We'll fix that. Tar, my bad. We have how long?
about I think about 18 minutes. I think.
Okay.
Hold on, it's yeah, 32 plus 18 is what, 50?
50, yeah.
Yeah, about 18 more minutes.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna move over here. So I'm just gonna pop this down here.
You see how fast it is moving now?
Yeah. Always the spell first. All right, so we're gonna do something to this right here. All right, so let's do some editing. And we're gonna do what else? AONOO.
All right. So because there's no such thing as moved upon the waters, because there's no water that particularly
Yeah, there's no water yet. There isn't no water.
but that's why I said that word waters means
Mhm.
frequencies. Right. So okay, hold on. Let me read it again. And the earth's body was yet without form, correct, suspended void within the deep hydrosphere, and darkness marked its latent state. And the suns, by brain newts through Nupu,
You can,
moved, put 9 reason,
yeah, through, wait, brain roots through 9 reason. Mm-hmm. Same.
moved, and then you could put 9 reason again, move 9 reason. This will probably be edited again later on, but
Yeah.
just for now.
Move well, NoopooH does move reason.
Right. No, no, Nupu is reason.
Mm-hmm.
Nupu is 9 reason. That's another
Right.
word for 9 reason.
Right. Right.
But I want to train it to understand what this is first. So you put it in there yet to edit it?
I'm looking at it now. Yeah. All right, let's see.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's see. The Earth's bottom is out of form. Yeah, it's there now.
Okay, good.
drop it on.
All right. Verse 3 now, right?
All right. So
So let's see how that reads. In the beginning were the sons, and the sons are with nature, and the sons are with, and the sons are nature, and the sons, the true stars, are the gods who grew absolute nature into universe order. And the earth's body was without form, suspended void within the deep hydrosphere, and darkness marked its latent state. And the suns, by brain news through non-reason, move non-reason upon the frequencies to begin gestation. Okay.
yeah, I'm straight.
Verse 3.
This here. All right, so this is about let there be light. All right, it says and the Leviathan said, "Let there be light," and there was light. I'll take this here.
The restored verse. And the sons, by brain news through non-reason, ignited radiant fusion within their bodies, and light emerged from the darkness, and lawful manifestation of reason made visible. Perfect. You see how Chat GPT is now starting to get the drift.
Yeah, that's how it works. You just have to keep working at it. Pick
Because
up.
let there be light these are just is logos. As AFROO said before, that these are just words. You can't just say words. You got to explain the process. So a person now will have to research, even if they want, within the Bible, and say, well, wow, it wasn't just let there be light. Actually, these sons are the ones that are doing it. So the son is God in this particular sense.
Yep. I'm grabbing this. I'm grabbing all this commentary, and I'm gonna place it in another document aside from this, because this stuff. All this is can be
Look at
used as
that.
an explanation.
Look at that. Verse 1 took like what? Hour and some change. Now verse 2 and 3 took like 10 minutes, less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, that's brain news
But
organizing.
that's for the foundation. Remember, the foundation got to be set.
Right. That's how you organize. It takes a while, and you have to think things through and do trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Mm.
Just know you're gonna get beat for this.
I'm ready. I'm not. I'm like. I'm the assembler. Like, if you think could come at the door, but see, my mind is so foolproof. It falls like Freddy Krueger. Like it disappears. Like it's you don't exist. And if it does, strike me down right now. Strike me down. Nah, we have that shield on us.
Mm-hmm.
Looney Bulls walk with that shield. Because we speak sound right reason when we're in the right mind. I mean, I'm fragmented like crazy, and don't get me wrong, but
Mm-hmm.
when we get together and radiate.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so this is the restored verse. They're not ready for this.
Mm-hmm.
And if they are, they're more than welcome because it's time. It's time. It's like this is the stuff that we're just making this so it's for you, like, because we already know the nature books already, like
Right.
this is for y'all, so y'all can see it. Like, I have no other way of saying it. You don't need no preacher, no nothing, just you,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to, get the basics and start lining up. But then NoopooH started working with you. You just be like, oh, it's been here all my life. I just didn't. I
Mm-hmm.
was doing the other stuff, because they
Mm-hmm.
wasn't giving it to me right. All right, so this is
We got 8 minutes.
okay.
No
And
problem. Yeah, we probably get through the first 4 or 5 verses, which is good.
all right, so we good
So
with
what does
this
verse
one.
4 say?
That's the one we was like, the suns by brain notes, denying reason, ignited radiant fusion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we're gonna go to
All
4.
right, verse 4 now. And God saw the light and saw it was good.
He
I'm
said it was
curious to see what
good.
curious to see what ChatGPT gonna say about this one.
All right, it's a decode up there. This is the light radiant. And Leviathan saw the light, and it was good. And Leviathan divided the light from the darkness. Boy, Leviathan busy. He don't even exist at this point in the SMAT circle.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, why is it saying the vehicle is seeing the light?
Right.
The vehicle is
That's
part of the
the
light.
spell.
The vehicle is part of the light.
No, yeah, I was about to say Leviathan is within the mix.
Mm-hmm. It's there. We're not saying it's not there. It's in its positive aspect. So it
Right,
is
right.
a universal intelligence.
This is the incantation for them, for the sleepy head, so they can see it as Leviathan that's possessing these short condensed
Bible
verses.
verses. Yeah.
Yeah.
Cause Leviathan definitely did create the Bible, so we not.
Mm. Yep.
Verse 4 is for me is up for discussion though, but that
Where is it
one
at?
is
Oh,
no.
in
It
the
says in
sun.
the suns by brainutes through 9 reason registered the radiant light as stable order, and polarity was set. Light unfolded as active energy, and darkness remained as latent balance. That's not bad. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I was thinking more or less like when AFROO was talking about the matter and antimatter, the good matter, like the because you remember that 9 reason separates the good matter from the bad matter.
Yeah, that's prior to what they call the Big Bang.
I think did we
So
pass? I think we passed that, right? We're at
yeah,
4.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
We're at,
Yeah, that's why I said it's kind of up for discussion, but we could still use what ChatGPT said.
for now, and then we can
Yeah,
we'll
yeah,
go
we can
back to
always
it.
revise it. Right.
All right. Come
In
on.
my opinion, that probably would have been a better verse to use with the separating matter. But
We'll go back to it. Just make a side note. Well, we on video.
we on what?
I said we live, so I was gonna say make a side note on that because we got to go back to that.
Right.
See, like this.
Man.
See,
We on to
Leviathan
number
overlays.
5 now.
We're going to number
Oh, go
5.
ahead,
Yeah.
read it. Yeah, go ahead, read it.
Leviathan overlays the lawful register of polarity with the illusion of anthropomorphic being making judgments and separations. You may be charging them. The distortion, shifts lawful cosmology into divine approval and decision making, hiding the real self-sustaining polarity law of energy and balance. Like it overlays and covers up the fact that this is a process that NoopooH starts,
Mm-hmm.
and that really ticks me off. Like, like
Mm-hmm.
the division, core reality statement. Okay, so we're gonna go to number 5. But yeah, I'm gonna make a side.
We got 2 minutes left.
All right, we're gonna pop this in here
Mm-hmm.
right now. Get this here. All right, well, you see it. All right, this one is for and Leviathan called the day light, light day, darkness he called night. And the brain notes by, you could read that? Oh, my fault.
Yeah,
Hold up.
I could read it, but yeah, put it back on the screen. Okay. And the brain news by non-reason registered the radiant phase as day and the latent phase as night. And the discharge and recharge completed the first cycle of 6 million years.
Let's see.
That's interesting.
We're at 4, and it's saying we've passed the first cycle.
Yeah, that's a big jump right there. You gotta be correct because it does because we have to. That's where because the light and stuff it takes time because I dealt with this in one of my writers. I gotta find it, but in the first 90 years,
You mean 900 years?
Wait, just give me a second. I can tell you off of this. Hold on. Okay, because it takes 900 for the solar system to start getting on its way. Then it takes 90 years for the planets, and that's what because I broke that down I put them on NoopooH page, but each planet it took 10 years a piece. So the sun it took 10 years for it to grow itself. And then the sun then brought in Jupiter next. And then it took 10 years for Jupiter. Then Saturn came in next. And then there was 10 years for that. So that's 30 years already gone when they finished growing Saturn. Then the planets get in order after that because the suns come first. So then Mercury comes in the 40th year. Venus the 50th year, then Gertha comes in the 60th year. So when they talk about light in that sense, light has already been in place 50 years. And then when the planet Earth is finished, then now you're talking about 60 years. And then she's on fire, and then they have to cool her off. So all that happens within the 10 years of her time frame. And then her satellite, all that's within that 10-year folk. Then there's Mars 70, then there's Uranus 80, and then Neptune is the 90th year. And then 9 years after that, the pygmy gods, they pop up. So like that verse got so much it has to add. and that's coming from the nine ball. That rest of that just gave you was inspiration, revelation, but it's based upon how the stars, the order come into play, the suns, and then you got Jupiter and Saturn would be stabilizers because they help stabilize the solar system. Jupiter helps stabilize the planets from the on this side of the asteroid belt, and then Saturn and them stabilize what's on the other side. So they universe stabilizers, and so they help. So they come; those three orbs come first, and then they do the rest. So that had to be worked in because it's still moving in the parameters of the Bible by saying the light in Leviathan, because Leviathan is there, but it's like I say, it's an enhancer at that point. It's not calling the shots because it will be the sun spirits, which I forgot what name. I think Anoop probably remember, but it tells you that the sun sends out its those spirits. Those spirits help bring those planets into order. So that's probably what it's mentioning without really knowing it. But you have to plug that verse. It's somewhere in the I think it's in the nature books where he goes a little deeper that those sun spirits go to each planet. Those would be the ones who that would apply to helping the planet in their 10-year growing. And once it was finished, then because they say that for all of them, that because on the planet, I think it said after Earth receives her spirits, then the pygmy gods come up after that. So we can apply that to all the planets that are not suns, but the other planets, they receive their spirits from the sun. The sun give them all these spirits. Because it says that when you do look at the genealogy of the gods, I think in book 2 it says the earth god, something where it rules the earth by way of the sun, something like that. When it gives the genealogy from the sun to the earth gods to the moon gods to the underworld gods, it give it. It's in that section. So that's the stuff.
We'll pull it up.
Huh?
We'll be able to pull it up too.
Yeah,
So
we have to actually plug that in. While we're doing this, so because that's what it's going to take. That's the stuff that when people come behind us, they'll be able to add that stuff either into that or somewhere in the back of the book that'll give them more, either as a footnote or in the back of the book that'll go to each verse in detail, because that's what we're doing. Because what Noone is what Leviathan would do in the top half, in the positive. It's enhancing in the sense of drafting, but Soundright Reason is doing it. But that's what we're doing. Noone is enhancing, updating it, and taking it from dragging so they can get up the par. Because those books are scientifically based. They're just translated in stories because of the time of it, because these books are, like at least 4,000 years old with the stories that's in them. All right, so we already hit our max. We need to pause this one and we'll have to come back and finish this off. So I just wanted to thank everybody for coming out. I'm talking with Noopooh. We definitely keep y'all posted.
It's been a pleasure. I'm grateful to be here just to elaborate with our Noonie Bulls and our Kens and put everything together. Help break the spell, do what we're function to do. Actually, there's nothing else. This is besides my job. This is what I'm doing here.
All right. True peace, everyone. Yeah, this is, I don't really have much to say, but you know, we're gonna continue to work on this, and to, you know, hopefully every Saturday we can be available. If we're not available, you know, once the foundation is set, we can always move forward once the ball gets rolling. So once the ball gets rolling, or the circle gets rolling, and the counterclockwise